G'day. How you going? Uh, Whitesnake's Bites here, and we're going to talk about what's been happening during the week. One of the things that's happened is people have been talking about the Red Bull, and they've been talking about the players coming back. I'd like to, first of all, I would like to mention that Just Joe and Jer have done videos about the returning of players and of the Red Bull, and I suggest you check them out because it is really good. That you get a lot of different opinions and all the rest of it. I think they've Jer had 4 on his channel, and Joe had 5. He had Lockie, Andrea, Luke, Jer, and himself. Yeah, so he had 5, and it was very interesting, very interesting. The other person you should check out as well is Lockie Leeds, because Lockie does all the analytic and you know what I mean. He does all the stats and all the rest of it. He's more interested in the analytical side of football than he is on whether Red Bull should be in or out. You need to go check it out because it gives you a whole new perspective on what it's all about. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my view on, first of all, these loanees returning, right? Now, on Just Joe's show, he said, take your emotion out of it and look at it from outside of that, right? I've always done that. I've always taken the emotion out of everything. And it's just way home. But anyway, players that are coming back, will they add value to the side? The skill levels and all the rest of it. There's no doubt there's some players, there's a lot of players, a few players. Well, there's not a lot. There's a few players that would add to the squad. But for me, the downside is their attitude and their mentality. And I think the mentality and attitude go together. They don't fit the Leeds narrative. They don't fit the Leeds culture. They don't fit the Leeds, what we want from Leeds players. And I'm not, it's who they are. It's what they want. It's all the rest of it. No, they either need to be sold, loaned out, moved on, and get rid of them. I don't think it'd be good for the club. But that's just my personal opinion. And that's okay. You're entitled to have another opinion. Going on to the Red Bull. I am quite happy to have Red Bull on board. I've heard all the stories about what they've done before, what's happened with other clubs and all the rest of it. Let me say this. Leeds United supporters will not, and I repeat, will not allow Red Bull to do anything other than support the sponsor the side and carry on as normal. There will be no renaming of the side. Praga has already said, and I actually trust the guy to a certain extent, because everything he said, he's told us so far, he's a man of his word, and I appreciate anybody who's a man of their word. I appreciate. You're not going to get a renaming of Allen Road. You're not going to get a rebranding of Leeds United. You may, when the revamp of the stadium comes up, you might get a Red Bull lounge. I can live with that. Well, of course I can, because I live in New Zealand. There's no way I'm going to join the Red Bull. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. All you're going to get from the Red Bull team at this point in time is you're going to get the little thing along the ground saying Red Bull or whatever. You're going to get signage here. You're going to get signage there. You're going to get outside the stadium. You're going to get the Red Bull trucks and all the rest of it, and selling paraphernalia and all this. For, what is it, 200 million over 3 years? I'll have a piece of that. But as the voice of reason has always said, always keep an eye out. And that's what we'll do. Now, to the one person that wanted to know why I wear this top, this is an Adelaide Crows football top. AFL is Australian football. My brother comes over every couple of years and he brings me over tops because I can't afford to pay for them and stuff like that. So, and I really like them. You know, there you go. Toyota. Who's sponsored the Crows for 20 years. So sponsorship's very important. So that's what I remember. The other thing too I want to talk about is why the hell do Leeds supporters, every time something comes up, we have to go to the negative. We have to go, it's a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing. We need to change. I think this is what the 49ers are slowly trying to do and to get at. We need to change the mentality. We're here to make Leeds United a Premier League side and the best of the best. That's what they're trying to do. And we need to stop banging them, or not. There are a lot of people banging them, right? I think Just Joe actually said, if you do a poll of a particular thing, you'll find the silent majority will always win out. So if you said, are you worried about Red Bull renaming the stadium or taking over that Leeds United? The majority, you do a poll where people are not having a front up. The silent majority will win because they'll say, no, we don't have a problem with it. $200 million over 3 years? I want a piece of that. Anyway, by the way, on my last video, I asked about a guy that had gone missing, a content creator. Dave, hope you're all well, hope you're all wealthy. Well, apparently he messed up and deleted his channel. What a dick. But he's back, and at least he's all good and he's healthy and he hasn't died. The amount of shit that we went through, panic, thought something had really happened to him. But he's all good. Anyway, don't forget, go check out Joe and the thing on the Returnees and his little thing on the Red Bull. Joe did a great one. I've just finished watching it with who was it? Oh, geez, I can't even remember. Memory's gone. Oh, Alzheimer's. About the Red Bull thing and how we were feeling and where and Parag's interview and all the rest of it. Get into that. And Lockie has come along so far. It's so well so far. You know, like he's really, now that he's found his little, I always knew his niche was the little nitty gritty things, the analytics and all that sort of stuff. You know, that's his jam. and he does a really good job about that. And like he said on on when he was doing his little analysis of the Red Bull, because he talks about Red Bull from the other perspective, not from the perspective of the big company, what they can offer Leeds United. Um, it's very interesting. Now I'm gonna put it out to the content creators. I am very limited on my knowledge of what a number 9 and a number 10 is, right? Because while I've been living the other side of the world, I don't get as much information. I could Google it if I wanted to, but there's too much bullshit out there. Lockie, if you've got time, can you do a little video on what a number 9 and a number 10 is? Or it are supposed to be? I know what a number 1 and a number 2 is because I do them quite often. But 9 and 10s, I've got no idea. Well, I've got a rough idea, but I would like an expert opinion. Now, to all you guys, thank you very much. Hope you like, subscribe, comment if you want, and take care of yourself. Watch Along Leeds, Gary, thank you very much for the Twitter shout out. Really appreciate it. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.